Have you ever had a game like this? This was crazy. Alright, so at the beginning of this game it was very simple. We had a pig, and the pig was slugging at 4 gens. Now, slugging is a frowned upon strategy, but it is a decent strategy to win. Now, this pig made a bunch of mistakes, changing the game for good. Now, please, I apologize for the clip being the way it is. It's I started recording like midway through the game, but this is probably one of the craziest games I have ever had. I had to cut it down because it was like a 45-minute game almost, so I had to cut it down a lot. But I kept all the interesting bits that made this game amazing to its core. As you can see, has two of us hooked. Picked up the third one. Young Jin saves me. I run on over to get the Meg. Now, Leon brought Invocation and no Mither, so Leon was one tap the entire game. I use life to get distance to Shaq. The tunnel on Meg, amazing. Leon giving up. I'm on my way. Leon, don't you give up on me. I'm coming. I get Leon, but as you can see, Leon's already given up on 4 gens on first hook. So I can already see how this game is gonna go. So I gotta lock in. The rest of my team's gotta lock in. And that's exactly what we do. I go ahead and get this gen done. Afterwards, I go ahead and get my trap off. I'm just commentating on what has happened from whatever was, clipped out, cut out. Me and Yunjin meet up. We go ahead, heal up, reset. These traps on Meg and Leon is going to be a problem, a big problem, and you're about to see why. You always, always, always want to prioritize those traps against a good old pig. I get on this gen because we still got to crank out gens. Meg gets in chase, stopping the timer, but Leon, as you can see, is not having a good time over there at all. And Leon is donezo. She comes over to me, big swing, big miss. I try to fake the window, did not work. I heard a pre-dropped. She kicks it, like distance all the way to main. She's still on me, still on me. Then she leaves me for Young Jin. I pre-dropped because I was a little panicked, not gonna lie. I was terrified. I got her attention again. Me pre-dropping that gave me the distance I needed. She's going to use her ability here, so I go ahead and quickly cut that corner so she can't reach me. I'm gonna make it all the way over to this pallet, this tile right here. Big swing, big miss. I don't know what she was swinging at, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll take it. This whole game was a roller coaster. I quickly vault using life to get distance all the way to Shaq. Shaq, if you know me, is my favorite place to loop. So if I can make it there, I definitely would go there first. With all this distance. Now Piggy hits me with a $10 million IQ play with Bam Bam and the vault. I was not ready for it at all. I never run into Bam Bam, so seeing Bam Bam was pretty nice. I went to panic drop, but my lag did not allow it. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But now that I knew she had Bam Bam, I was ready for it. I was ready. She goes ahead and goes and walks me, carrying me over to what I think would be a hook, but she doesn't make it off. As you see, I get off and I run straight over here. Meg on a gin the entire time, well, was on a gin the entire time, now being chased off. The window is not blocked anymore. Work on that gin. As you can see, she slugs throughout the entire game. At one point, just stopped hooking when she could have hooked and had this game over with. As you can see, Meg and Youngjin both on second state. So she could have easily done it, but she didn't. That's okay. We reset. I'll let y'all watch this. Meg goes down. Youngjin tries to get the blind before the pickup, which was a crucial mistake on our part. I go ahead and quickly try to get the pickup, which Youngjin takes her far away enough for me to get the pickup, which I'm very thankful for. W Youngjin. Go ahead, run back over to this Jin. I've got my flashbang. If any worst case scenarios happen, I'm going over to Youngjin to quickly pick her up. As you can see, Megan chase again. I'm the only one that hasn't been hooked but once. Everyone else is on second, and everyone else has been downed more times than I can count. I'm gonna be honest. I pick up Youngjin, and she actually picks up the Meg. Now, easy down, but she doesn't take the hook. She gets greedy. She gets Youngjin. I fake the protection hit, and Meg gets off. Now, as you can see, Piggy is not too happy about that. Get the lag hit. That's completely fine. Now that I know she has Bam Bam, I'm ready for it. I'm more patient. I've got to lock in. Here we go. She whiffs. I make the vault. I use life. Window tech into the flashbang. I'm amazing. She uses Bam Bam. I quickly pre-drop because I'm not stupid. Then we get over here. Go ahead and vault this. Keep on running. She's a vaulter. She vaults every vault she sees, apparently. So, we take that into consideration. Got a good amount of distance here. Now this is where my lag jacks me up big time. I still make her whiff and get a little bit of distance on her. But, as all things must come to an end, the lag made sure she got the down. Now, she picks up Youngjin. I assume Youngjin was hiding in a locker for a quick save if she could. I don't know. But now she has us all on the ground except the Meg. What can Meg do in this situation? Well, she's got to come get these pickups. So, we'll see what she does. As you can see, Meg gets Youngjin. and they quickly double team kill me. I run because I'm not doing that. Again, skip fast forward a little bit. Young Jin on the ground, Meg on the ground. I pick up Young Jin, we get to running again. This game has been a slugfest from the get-go. And the flashlight save, let's go! Let's go, we love to see it, we love to see it. Now I'm just gonna work on this little Jin right here. This game doesn't look winnable. It really does not look winnable. Now, FYI, this game happened off stream. I wasn't even in the process of making a YouTube video when it happened. This game just kind of happened, and I couldn't control how it went, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to show y'all this masterpiece. As you see, I get in chase again. Now this, I do make a few mistakes, but she does too. She misses. We go to this vault. I miss the vault. Now, I hate this tiny tile. I mess up the flashbang. I was making a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. But I was able to get the life off, and that's all that matters, to get me all the way over to this tile over here. The only problem is it's one window. So I only have one window. Now, all I'm trying to do is buy time for them to reset. They do. I'm able, I believe, window tech, perfection. She had Bam Bam, so she blocked it off, so I had nowhere to go. But I jumped in a locker, forcing her to pick me up, so that way, if she comes and gets me back later, I can get off pretty easily. Now, as we've seen this, we're going to fast forward a little bit. I get reset. We make our way back over to main. That is almost done. She, of course, does not like that. She whiffs. We go for the vaults. I take the hit. That's fine. Now, of course, she is a vulture, and we know that, so I just quickly go beneath her. I do go for a spin. I don't even know. It worked. I made the vault. I quickly did like a crouch tech. I was doing stuff I never pulled off in like a very long time, so I was kind of impressed with myself. Now, right here I thought, okay, she's gonna hook me, basement's right there. She'll take all the pressure back in her game, but no, she doesn't. She drops me again. And as you can see, one gen left. This game is now looking winnable for us. This game is looking like we could actually win it. And that's what I wanted to do. I was not going to let this pig, a slugging pig at 5 gens, win over a well-deserved 3 out at least. This was a 1v3 from the beginning of the game to the end, and it wasn't fair. Now, as you can see here, with my aura reading with Bond telling me exactly what happened, Meg got trapped in that one room with Pig, and so they couldn't do anything. And while she's trapped, I sneak up here to work on the gin. And they quickly outsmart the pig getting out. The blind. Piggy trying to go for it. And adrenaline, baby. Let's go. That adrenaline just changed the game again. This game is just been back and forth since the get-go. Now, I did not look at where the doors were, so I was trying to find them. As you can see, quickly downing young Jin. Meg gets on the door. Now, here is the thing. Young Jin is almost bled out fully. So all it takes is a little bit and Young Jin will bleed out. Find the door. With Young Jin still on her shoulder, she still goes for a swinging at people. Young Jin gets off. Young Jin gets the blind. And now we're in a very tight, interesting situation. Because we could just leave one of them and get the door, the other door. Get my flashbang. Now she actually goes for a hook. She hits me, misses. But she gets cocky again. Gets cocky. I don't even know how that flashbang missed, but she gets cocky. Swings, hits the tree, gets off. And the blind on top of all of that. Now the best thing here is to reset, but we don't have time. She goes for a dash. I know she's not going to make it. Meg hiding around the door. Young Jin getting pressure on the door again. 99ing it like a genius. The blind. As you can tell, she's going to push Young Jin out, which is the smartest play. But I wasn't leaving. I wasn't leaving. Now, remember, she dropped her, and she did find me. Kept me in this corner for a hot minute. Trying to let me get the save. Now, this is where the game could change. This is where she basically could have a guaranteed 2K. She downs me. Start recovering. I thought she was going to pick me up, but no, she doesn't. She goes for Meg. And that is where she completely and utterly screwed herself. She picks up Meg. Meg's been dropped once before and gets off again. And now a 3 out that turned into a 2 out turned right back into a 3 out. It was a lot of fun. Craziest game I've had in a very long time. GG's Piggy. It was a good game. Next time, don't slug so hard, please. Thank you. All right. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the poor editing. I was a little busy when I made this, but I hope you enjoyed. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.